Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Come on in. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood today. In comparison to yesterday, we had clouds and rain. Today it's beautiful, cool, and sun shining. I'm excited either way. I'm just glad to be here. Hope you all are. Hope everybody's having a God bless Thursday. I tell you, these days move by so fast sometimes. I have to do a double take, and I thought it was just me for a while there. I thought, what in the world's going on here? And I talked to a couple people yesterday, and they were saying they had to really stop in their tracks and say, what day is it? Of course, it was Wednesday yesterday, but this week is just about gone. We're coming up on Good Friday. Hope you all have some nice festivities within reason planned for the weekend, for the family, for your immediate family. Hope everybody's getting their shots so that they can feel comfortable about having close relatives and friends in for the holiday. My family and I, throughout the 6 or 7 of us, we have continually gotten together. Nobody goes outside the realm of safety for the most part. Within my family, we don't do, travel out of town company and all that kind of thing. But we have, thank God, been able to stay, at least 6 of us, right in here, still eating Sunday dinners, and every once in a while during the week, some of the kids will pop in. So that's just par for the course for us. But we've not been able to invite our, a lot of our friends in. But we're looking forward to that here in the near future. We're not rushing anything. We thank God that we are where we are and that we can even get together and say what we say and continue to pray for things to get better. So again, hopefully everybody's getting their shots. I got my first one, as I told y'all last week. Looking forward to getting the second one on the 15th of this month. So I'm excited, y'all. Today is a good day for me, and I hope it is for you. I got up this morning, no complaints that I would even bother anybody with. Because basically, who's listening to complaints? We need to be thanking God that we opened our eyes this morning. So, anywho, as you can see, I've got some chicken here. And the exciting thing about this chicken, remember I told y'all, I think it was last week, I did the tacos and I got those petals of ground beef that we used, and they were delicious. This chicken is some of the chicken that comes out of those those stimulus food packages. These are nice big old drumsticks, and what I'm doing with these drumsticks, they're frozen. They're already cooked, and they are. I'm guessing that they either put them in a big old oven and steamed them, or some kind of way. I'm sure they mass cooked them, and they're just like they've been boiled or just mass steamed with a very, very light seasoning. So y'all know me, I'm gonna hook up the seasoning on here. I'm putting some my usual seasoning, my onion powder, garlic powder, as usual, onion powder, garlic powder, a couple teaspoons of each one of those, and I gotta mix another batch of this. This is my everything in the kitchen cabinet seasoning, everything I got in the cabinet. So whatever you got in your cabinet is what you need to mix to make this one. So if you got complete seasoning, if you got paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, lemon pepper seed, whatever you have is what I mix to make this everything in the kitchen cabinet mixture. And I put it on just about everything that I cook because it's mixed just like I want my seasoning to taste. And then of course certain seasons I put a little bit extra so that real robust flavor will come right on through it. And what I've done in this case, or what I'm doing in this case, I'm going to put that extra teaspoon of, only a teaspoon of this complete seasoning on top of here. Because these are, okay, just sprinkle that seasoning on there. And I'm going to run them into the oven. They're already cooked, so I can't put them in there too long. I'm just going to run them through the oven for a little bit and let them, because they're still kind of frozen a little bit, but I need them to brown up a little bit also. I need them to come on and look like, like I like, right, pretty and brown. So they're going to create some water in the bottom, so we'll pour that off. But for right now, I'm allowing some of the juice that they were cooked in when they, I'm sure that USDA test kitchen or whoever produced it. You just get them. They're fully cooked and frozen. This is 6 point. Let's see how many ounces. No, 3.5, almost 4 pounds of drums. So I'm gonna put them into the oven. I'm gonna let them cook some of that juice down. Just sort of cook it down as much as I can without overcooking. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put some General TOS seasoning on them. I've got some of this Food Line brand General TOS sauce, pretty good. Now it's kind of hot, got a little kick to it, but it's really, really good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of that sweet Thai chili sauce to it. So I'm gonna mix those two and put it on there, and it's gonna be really, really good. I was gonna do just regular barbecue sauce, or you can get you some barbecue sauce, do the same thing. If you don't like if you like your food sort of bland, don't put any more seasoning on it. You can even throw some butter on there, some garlic butter. You can do a lot of different things. The reason I'm featuring this today, because I know a lot of people get these packages of food, and y'all know how I am about wasting food. If you don't know what to do with that chicken, and you know, true to what we see, it's kind of white looking and, you know, like it hadn't been cooked. It's not, you know, real appetizing looking. Don't panic. Go ahead and put you some seasoning on that chicken. Honey, this chicken is good. It tastes just fine. You know, you could use it just like it is to break up and put on. I'm putting some spreadable butter on here. Because like I said, these are, I think they either steamed them or boiled them. But they're really good. And when all this melts down, what I'm going to do with this, that broth in the pan, I'm going to coat them real good. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on some General TOS sauce on here. And General TOS, whatever, however you say it. And we're just going to have some good old baked up chicken with a real kick to it. Because you know General TOS is popping, honey. It's kind of hot. So Kareem's going to love this. I thought, like I said, I told him barbecue, but I changed my mind. But just make sure you get that butter smothered real good. It'll melt and go right down through there. I'm going to put them in here. Now I got my oven on 400. I'm putting it real high because I need them to go ahead and heat all the way through. Then I'm going to come back and put the sauce on them. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do for a side dish. So let's move the camera back. This little pan here has come in so handy for so many things because it goes from oven to table. Okay, so I'm gonna put 20 minutes on there to cook it for cook time, and just let it. Well, how about if I do cook time and then put 2-0 and then start? That worked, y'all. So we're gonna let those sit in the oven for about 20 minutes, then we'll come back and put the General TOS seasoning on there. Okay, next, as a side dish, and this is, like I said, to help people along who may be getting these food packages, because I'm telling you, there's some good stuff in those packages. As often as I can, I will go ahead and feature something. So we did the tacos last week, so the chicken this week. One time we got some sausage. Now these were Georgia, I forget Georgia something, but they were really good. They were some sausage from my childhood that I thoroughly enjoyed. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and get me some couple tablespoons of use butter, margarine, oil, whatever you have. And you know you can't let it, you want it nice and hot, but you can't get it too hot because you don't want it to burn. So what I've done, I've peeled some white potatoes. I peeled about 4 medium potatoes and a medium onion. And I'm going to, when it gets heated up here just a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and throw those potatoes and onions in there and let them saute a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with a pound of frozen green beans. That's a complete meal. You got your potatoes, your green beans in one pot, and you got your chicken in the oven. That's going to be a real good healthy meal, one that the kids will sit down to the table and eat without a problem. So if you're getting these stimulus food packages, please don't throw them away or discard them or think that they're not good, because they are very good. I'm telling you, this food is really, really good, and it's there to help. It's for everybody, you know. Me, anybody that goes out to the market there and get them. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour my potatoes and onions in. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead. Y'all know how to put my seasoning on. Put my teaspoon of complete seasoning. Everything in the kitchen cabinet seasoning. Garlic powder. Everything's 1 teaspoon. And onion powder. Okay. And I had already sprinkled some black pepper. We just sort of toss them around there to get them mixed up in there. And then we're going to throw the green beans right on top of them here shortly. Put a lid on them and let them steam for about 30-45 minutes because the potatoes have to cook through until they get nice and tender. But meanwhile, we're just going to lock that flavor in by sauteing. And when we get done with all this, folks, we will have a nice healthy meal for dinner. Now it's early in the afternoon, so this is going to be early dinner. Yeah, late lunch, early dinner type meal. So it'll be something that'll be on the stove for the rest of the day. Okay, so hang tight, y'all, if you want to make this meal. Even if you got your own chicken and you want to go ahead and prepare it, you prepare chicken from scratch the same way that I just did that, except you have to cook your chicken, of course. You'd have to cook those drums for about an hour to get them done, and then get your sauce on there. So, or you can start it out with the sauce. But either way, I want to just make sure that anybody's getting these packages, if you're watching me, know that that food that comes in the, oh, and by the way, the potatoes are also a part of that package. And normally the onions are as well, but they're the big, big round onions. And I keep those. That's what I make my onion rings out of. I think I told y'all that before. You get the huge onions, and I make the onion rings out of that. So, don't sleep on those packages. You also get oranges coming there, and of course carrots. I juice my carrots and drink the carrot juice, of course. Kareem drank that carrot juice. I didn't think he was gonna like it, but he loved it. So I love fresh carrot juice. So you can, you know, if you don't want to eat the carrots, you can juice the carrots if you have a juicer. If not, you can steam the carrots with a little butter and brown sugar, or you can cut them up, sprinkle some complete seasoning, onion and garlic powder, throw them in ovens. Just many things that you can do with this food that comes in those boxes. Here in Wayne County, they give the boxes out once a week. And every week just about has a little bit different, but basically the same. So about, it seems like about every, because I've been getting them maybe a couple of weeks, it seems like maybe every 2 or 3 weeks they will put something different in there just to give it a little bit of variety. But, and in different areas around the state, they give out different foods. So some give out luncheon meat, hot dogs, and things like that. And they always give milk and drinkable yogurt, which is good. I don't drink a lot because I don't do a lot of dairy. But there's some good stuff in there for the kids. And, you know, like I say, the chicken is already done, so really, I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of water, about that much water, you know, in there, because I want them to cook a little bit longer before I put the beans in. But yeah, go ahead. Now, if you get those packages, go ahead and do that for a minute and turn it down. Then we'll come back and put those green beans in. But yeah, when you get these packages now, just remember there's all different kinds of things that you can do with the food that's in there. Please don't waste the food, because a lot of people need this food and can do a whole lot with it. So I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be doing videos from time to time to show you some of the things that I've done since I've been getting those boxes. So hold on a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead now, and this is a 1 pound bag of frozen Food Line green beans, and we're going to cook them just like, they're going to be cooked just like the Tyra's green beans, how we normally cook them. Onion powder, garlic powder. I know I'm not putting but a little bit of potatoes seasoning. A little bit of everything on there. Okay, where's my brown sugar? 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to toss them a little bit there. I just want to get them sort of mixed in pretty good so those potatoes will cook, okay? I'm going to pour a little bit of water because I've got about 1/4 cup of water in there. And we're going to go ahead and put the lid on. When it comes to a real good boil, I'm going to lower that heat and it's going to steam in there for about 30 minutes. And the beans will be ready. And when the chicken comes out the oven, y'all, if we want to eat dinner, so we're going to say this is one of those 30-minute meals. 35 minutes. You can have it on the table if you were so fortunate to get one of these food packages with the chicken inside. So hold on just a minute and we'll be back as soon as we get ready to put the General TOS seasoning on that chicken. Okay, y'all, everything is ready. Dinner is served. The green beans and potatoes are done and ready to eat. I've heated up some browned some good old Crescent Rolls and buttered them real good. And this is what our General TOS baked chicken looks like. So remember, if you get one of those packages now, go ahead and whip them out, put them in a pan, get your favorite sauce, put them on them, bake them for about 30 to 40 minutes, and this is what you got. So guys, this is a good, wholesome, delicious, filling meal that you can have on the table in about, let's say about 45 minutes. We won't go 30 minutes. We're going to say about 45 minutes. So guys, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for always encouraging me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your vote of confidence on everything that I cook pretty much. I always like to hear your suggestions and give me your feedback on the things that I cook, and I'll try as much as I can. Sometimes even if you suggest certain things, I'll try to get those in rotation. So guys, thank y'all again for tuning in. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for continuing to pray without ceasing for one another. And as the days go by, please remember to call someone and cheer them up with just a phone call, with a text or anything, just any kind of communication, because these days I know there are a lot of seniors that still don't have any kind of connection with family or friends or anybody like that, just the workers where they are dwelling. So listen guys, until I decide to cook again, thanks again, love you guys, cook something good now, and I will continue to pray for you, and please do the same for me. So at this time, I'm going to cut it off, shut it down, and I think I might even sneak me a little plate of food, even though it's just about 3:30, but I got to taste it, though, to see how good it is. Again, thank y'all, love y'all. Until I cook again now, toodaloo.